When it comes to some of, well, not some, but all of when it comes to all of the other pro wrestling podcasts that are out there, because there are so many, it's become more than just a niche platform. It's a lot of guys that, will cross over into wrestling. Even Theo Vaughn, his stuff is mostly um, comedy related, but he does interviews with pro wrestlers on his podcast all the time. Now, when it comes to the ones that I listen to and particularly enjoy, I guess I'll share those with you now. So right at the top of my list, it's got to be Jim Cornette Experience and the Drive Through. I think I can speak for a lot of the listeners, his listeners out there, when I say that he's so very entertaining and eloquent and knowledgeable about the wrestling business and psychology and everything. It's an awesome show. He's very funny, very witty, tells awesome stories. So that's one that I really like. Another one actually that I like a lot, and a lot of people don't really seem to talk about, is the 83 Weeks podcast with Eric Bischoff. I really do enjoy the perspective that he has on pro wrestling as well, and the business of the wrestling business as well, in terms of money and revenue and figures and all that stuff. That's another good one for me. And then another one that I listen to a lot. I mean, that's probably just give you the top three, because those are the is I don't have that much time. I don't have all the time in the world to listen to all the ones that are out there and everything. But um, the Hall of Fame podcast with Booker T, that one is a really good one as well. He gives a lot of great insight into the business, personal stories, funny stories, and he does some crossover as well. They get into other sports. They talk about football and boxing and basketball and everything. When there was any sort of that type of news comes up or anything like that. So those are all very, very enjoyable pro wrestling podcasts that I urge everybody to search out, whatever podcast player that you use. Search out those shows. They're really awesome if you're into pro wrestling, because a lot of those guys get into like reviews of shows and stuff too. Which is I I sort of enjoy listening to that stuff more than I do speaking on it, just because again, like I'm a busy guy and everything, like most people, and I mostly just try to catch up with like YouTube clips and stuff. Rarely will I ever watch, just a regular television event live. Only because of my boy, whom you should be hearing from soon, by the by. He has the here in Canada, the WWE network. So all the pay per views and stuff that come up, the big premium live events, he'll just send me a shout out, an invitation to come by watch. And of course, if I have time, I'll come over and watch it and stuff. And that's how I would be able to give my critiques on here, as far as like the actual events and everything like that. So for the pay per views and stuff, I'll watch those just because, again, my buddy's subscriptions to WWE Network. But other than that, it's just straight up YouTube highlights and Botchamania. Shout out to Botchamania. Love that page. If you guys don't know already, go check out that YouTube channel, Botchamania. It's amazing.